I'll just put like a little snippet of it here so you can kind of just see what I mean.
Think of a big black man chasing you! Well, he's not racist.
Alright, I had this really fun idea considering it's October now, and I know a lot of times there's a bunch of anime that kind of goes off the radar because I'm more just talking about like horror anime and everything like that because not a lot of people talk about it because some people say a lot of horror anime is like pretty bad, or they kind of just skip it and just watch other shows instead. And kind of, I guess I can kind of say the same thing for psychological horror anime, but yeah, I figured, you know, since it's that time of year, why not make a tier list for all the horror anime that I've ever seen? And I'm including some like psychological stuff here. I think I'm kind of just basing this off of gore at that point because there's some animes that like, have a lot of gore in them, but there's like psychological aspects of them that I think kind of make into more of a horror themed kind of deal. So yeah, we're gonna go through that. So I got like I think 42 anime here that I think are pretty good picks for this. So I separated this into just 5 separate categories just to make it simple. So I got the definitely watch tier because, you know, you should definitely watch these. Some animes that are just pretty decently made so you can just watch with your friends and maybe just have a good laugh. Shows that are about average, shows that could be better, and absolute garbage. So yeah. Before I get into it, if you like this sort of stuff, sure leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I decided to make a goal where if I make it to like 1,000 subs and I get monetized here on this channel, then I'll teach myself how to play piano. So yeah, definitely subscribe if you want to see me try that challenge, considering I don't know how to play any instruments. So yeah, but without further ado, let's go and get things started. Okay, so the first one, Elfen Lied. Boy, the only thing that everyone really remembers about Elfen Lied is the first episode, where she's just walking around butt naked, just tearing limb from limb off at everyone. It's probably the greatest opening I've ever seen to an anime. I think I have it on Blu-ray here. It's one hell of an anime. I think it's a very good one. I think people should watch it. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but I think it's a show that you should definitely watch with your friends, because whenever you watch the first episode, you're just wondering what the hell is happening, because it's just out of nowhere. So I think it should be fun to watch with friends. I think it'd be really funny. I watched it with my friend one time. We were just laughing our ass off considering what we just watched. And I think there's like 20 episodes in there. I don't really remember. But yeah, I definitely say, like, if you're with friends, you should give it a shot. It's funny. I really liked it. Oh, okay. I'm also putting newer stuff as well here. So we got the Uzumaki Spiral. This, I really enjoy it so far. I know it's only like a few episodes in, and I think it's only gonna be 4 episodes, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this show is nuts. God, it's just like took the art straight out of the book and just put it right into an anime form. It's so awesome. It's amazing. I would definitely say you should definitely watch that. That shit's, oh my god. I don't think I can like give it more praise. It's just that good. Because I don't want to get into spoiler territory for any of these shows. But yeah, I definitely say you should watch it. Definitely watch it. Okay, Magical Girl Site. I kind of think this show could have been better. The only reason I say that is because a lot of shows that came after Madoka Magica or all that stuff were kind of just, you can tell they were kind of like copy-ish a bit. But I know this one's kind of like I think it's deals with like bullying and all that stuff. I can barely remember because I haven't seen it in so long. But I think there's like a bit of a weird thing because sometimes I think it's like after the first episode or so, you kind of like decide whether you want to stick with it or not. But I think, well, actually, it depending on how you take it, I think it's an average show. I don't think it's groundbreaking or anything. I just think like, you know, if you want to see some psychological trauma shit, then give it a shot. But yeah, definitely, I think that's where I'll put it. ReZero is a fucking definitely must watch. This shit goes into horror aspects you never ever see before. Like this poor guy, Subaru just gets demolished like every single other episode, and he just has to relive it over and over again until he gets it right. That's like the worst pain you probably ever have to go through. It's so traumatic and everything, seeing everyone die, you making like the wrong choices, but you have like a redo button, and you remember when you die. So that's even like crazy worse. It is one of the greatest shows I think that's ever been, you know, adapted from like a light novel or manga series. But yeah, I would definitely say, especially with season 3 that's out right now, I would definitely say you should definitely watch it if you haven't already. I know it's like a lot of people should have watched it by now, but yeah, definitely I would say watch it. Higurashi. Oh yeah, as you notice, I'll leave this one here because we have the regular one and then we have the sequel that was made like a few years ago, so I'll kind of make that its own thing. Okay, Flowers of Evil. This one's pretty, you know, traumatic. It's kind of like what's it called? What's the word? It's very situational, but from what I remember, it was crazy as hell. And everyone really liked it. I liked it. I would say I don't think it's a show like that you would watch with friends, but it's like you really gotta like set your mind into it because it gets pretty crazy. So I'm probably gonna put it like definitely watch, because there's a lot of shit that goes down in this show for like how many episodes there are, and my god, it's just I know people probably like look at it and be like the animation's weird, but I think that kind of adds to it because it's just it's really insane. I would definitely say give this one a shot. It's creepy and it's kind of like pretty realistic to what would happen in real life, so yeah, I definitely say give that one a watch. Okay, this was High Rise Invasion. Absolute fucking garbage. I had a friend who said that High Rise Invasion was really good. It was released on Netflix, and I don't really watch Netflix anime, but from what I saw, this is just like really stupid. I don't think it deserves to be in a higher spot. I don't think it could even be better or anything. It's just, it sucked. I hated it. I saw like an episode or two. It was like, these guys are just fighting on top of rooftops. That's it. There's no really like groundbreaking stuff or tension or anything from what I noticed. Like, they just wake up one day like at the top of in like a high-rise city, and they kind of just have to walk across each building for whatever. It's kind of weird. I don't know what what the thought process is for this, but yeah, I would definitely say it belongs down there. No. Attack on Titan. This is, I would say it's more psychological near the end. Well, maybe. It kind of starts off pretty gruesome. But yeah, I know everyone's going to say it's a definite watch. So if you don't know what Attack on Titan is, then I don't know what the hell you've been doing. Just go watch it. It's like, it's brutal near like on the second act to the third act. It's insane, and my god, it's just, I think once you like get to the final season, then it just like really, really shows like the toll on every single character that's been in the show. So yeah, I definitely say you should watch that if you want something like psychological or anything like that. Kakegurui. Jeez, this show. It's really, really. I don't want to say it's horror. I think it's more psychological, but I think it's a weird type of psychological stuff. So, if you really like horny gambling, then I think this show's about average. I kind of like got a bit uncomfortable with it when I watched it for the first time. I was like, this is really weird, and it makes me a bit uncomfortable to watch because it's just I don't see the appeal in this. I know everyone like thinks it's pretty freaking great, but I think because like they focus more on like the sex appeal and the fan service rather than like the actual horror or psychological after effects of everything, it kind of just takes it away. So it's kind of like when I'm putting in average. It's on Netflix, you can go watch it, but just like be forewarned about what the hell you're gonna see if you haven't watched it yet. Okay, Higurashi. I think this show is fun to watch with friends. It's like this was ReZero before ReZero happened. If you've never watched it, basically it's the same deal. Like one of the characters has like the ability to go back through time from dying. It's like Groundhog Day, but with horror aspects into it. And it is like the first 3 parts I think are really, really, really good. And I think it's a fun watch with friends because like all the deaths that you see, it's really gruesome. You kind of just like get to the bottom of it. Like once you get near the end, you kind of see like what the hell the character went through, how they're fixing everything, what caused everything to be like it was. It is a very, very well done show, especially like I think it was like in 2007 when it came out. It was really, really good. I think definitely you should watch it with friends. I wouldn't say it's like a masterpiece, but I think it's up there. That's why I say like watch it with friends. It's like a fun little, just like slasher film, kind of like watching a Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street type of deal. So yeah, I would say definitely watch it with friends. Okay, and then the new Higurashi. I kind of feel like it could have been better. The only reason I say that is because they ended the show like on a good note. Like they kind of like got to the end of it, and I don't know why they just decided to go back to this. Like what, 10 years later? It's didn't really make sense. I liked it though. It was good, but I think you could have done something just a little bit better because the ending was kind of meh at that point. Don't get me wrong, like the deaths and it was really, really gruesome. Like I don't think I've ever seen a more gruesome way to like die or get tortured. But yeah, I think it was like what was it? The first half of it was like a play-by-play of the first series, which was kind of unnecessary. I don't know why they did it like that. But after that, they kind of just went through the plot of it all. So I would say like that was like its biggest downfall for some people, because it's just a recap of what happened here, just play-by-play. And you don't really get anything to like the second half, so I would definitely say it could have been better. This is such a funny fucking show. I made a video about it. I'll link it in the video, like up in the corner. But it is the funniest shit I've ever seen when it comes to like a horror style anime. It's like, if you've ever seen the Final Destination movies, it's like really, really crazy and intricate ways of death that happens in the movie. And this show just jacks that up to 11 for how stupid they can be. Because I think the funniest or the most iconic death is when the girl is just trips down the stairs and she's just like rolling down kind of slowly, and then she just lands on top of her umbrella, which has like a needle pointing on top of it, and she just like falls like her neck on it. It's so stupid. And I don't know what the person was on when they made that, but my god, it is the funniest shit. I think people would really enjoy watching with their friends on like at nighttime, just to kind of just get a quick laugh, because it is so goddamn hilarious. Look at this stupid girl. Look at her. She just trips right there and falls like for a little while, and then she just goes fucking tumbling down. Look at her. They're so stupid. Yeah, definitely watch it with your friends. Oh my god. Promise Neverland. Fucking, I don't know why. It was so promising at first. The first season was really good. And then they had to go do the second season crap, and that just killed it. It just fell dead in the water. They never built on anything else. They rushed it. It was terrible. Definitely do not fucking watch it. It's just, read the manga. Just read it, because you'll get more of like a satisfying ending than you would in the fucking second season of this goddamn show. It sucked. Okay. Chainsaw Man. I guess I know it's kind of like a shonen action kind of sequence, but I think because like the stakes are pretty high in this show, like everyone can die at any moment, and there's a lot of gore involved, and it's kind of creepy to see like what people go through in this kind of show. I would say it's fun to watch with friends. I wouldn't say it's like a definitely watch show. If it's like an action type, then I'd say definitely watch, but this is more for like the psychological aspects of it. I would say it's like something you can watch with your friends. It's pretty good. So yeah. Death Note. Yeah, I made it with Light with the potato chip. I liked the first half. I didn't really care for the second half. I won't go into spoilers, even though it's been out for a long time, and I know people are just like starting to watch it, but I think the second half of the series really, I'm that person where I thought the second half really kind of just like brought the mood down of the show. It didn't really do much after like one of the main characters did that, but I don't know. I think it lost a bit of its momentum after the second half started. So I think I know it's a controversial pick, but I'm gonna put in like an average for like the horror or psychological aspect of things, because it's a great concept. Don't get me wrong. It's probably like one of the greatest ideas. Like if you had that power, what would you do with it? But I think like after the 1000th time that they do it, it's kind of like, all right, how big a game of chess do you want to play this shit? Because it gets ridiculous after a while. I know people think it's controversial for me to say that, but that's just my take. Okay, Vivid Strike. I'm only putting in this because of the bullying scene that happens in the show. I don't think you can watch it on Amazon anymore. Like the US Amazon, you have to get a VPN for it. It's like, it was just so satisfying to see, because it's pretty brutal. I would say it's probably still about average. It's great, but I think like, yeah, damn, that one bully scene where she just like beats the crap out of those bullies for pushing her over the edge. It's just, oh my god. I'll probably show a clip of it just to show you what I mean. Jesus Christ. Here it goes. Blam! Right in the fucking arm. Oh, dude, this is such a brutal fucking episode. Jesus. Oh my god, it's just, oh man, watch this, she's gonna roundhouse her ass. Bam! Oh god, it's so brutal. But yeah, it's, oh god, it's so good. it's just such a satisfying thing. You probably see it on like YouTube Shorts or some shit like that. But yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting watch if you've never watched it. So yeah, anyway, moving on. I think this is Blood Sea. Yeah, I think this one could have been better. It's kind of just like your typical like badass girl fighting monsters, gore, guts everywhere. It's kind of just like a typical slasher type deal. Not like a slasher horror type thing, but people die. But yeah, I think that's kind of like the only thing it's got going for them. So probably could have been better. Hellsing. That's a lot of gore. I think Hellsing's a thing you can watch with your friends. Like, my criteria for this is kind of just what's something like you can just hang out with people to watch, or something you can watch in your own time to kind of just, you know, do whatever, like to really like appreciate it. But I think because of it's Hellsing and it's just like badass Dracula just shooting things up, I think that kind of just makes like proves my point, where it's just like you can just watch this with a bunch of friends and just, you know, enjoy the blood and gore, just having fun. But yeah, I think this is a good place to put it, because a lot of these shows, like, I think they're definite watches, but I think they're also like good for crowds. So yeah. Okay, Happy Sugar Life. I think it's a definitely watch type of show. It is so fucking wacky. Or no, it's just like, it's crazy to see just how things develop with the characters. I think it's just, oh my god, I really, really liked it. The theme song is so fucking good. The characters are so like well remembered. It's like a really psychological, traumatic thing to see, like some of the characters that go through it. But I think you should definitely watch Happy Sugar Life if you've never heard of it. If you want like a psychological trauma horror type deal. I wouldn't say it's more horror, but I think there's a lot of psychological aspects that kind of just, you know, fuck with the mind. So yeah, I think it's something you should watch. Definitely watch that. Mieruko. If you've never seen The Sixth Sense, this is basically what it is. Just, you could see dead people. I thought it was a good show. I liked it. I don't think you'd probably watch this with your friends. I think, maybe, this is a tough one, because it's more like a comedic timing thing for this show, from what I remember. But damn, you know what? Maybe I'll just add a tier real quick, just to kind of fix things around in case I need to. So hold on. Yeah, I think this is a better way to do it. I'll definitely put it like enjoyable, and then stuff to watch with your friends, and then the definitely watch, because I think that's kind of like where I'm getting mixed up with. So I'll put this in enjoyable. I think that's best where it goes, because it's a fun watch. I think people would like it. I think with that too, I'll put this in enjoyable, and then Death Note in enjoyable. I think that works. I think that's fair. Kind of just like evens the playing field out. So yeah. Okay, moving on. Death Parade. Oh, dude, this show fucking slapped, dude. Death Parade's a definitely fucking watch, dude. It is insane to see the kind of, it's only like 12 episodes or 13 episodes, I think. But it kind of just, you kind of just see the inner mechanisms of people's minds or hearts, and they kind of just, everything gets revealed near the end. Dude, maybe I'm only saying it because of the theme song. You know what? I think it's enjoyable. I think that's a better way to put it, because yes, the theme song is like really great and everything, but because it was like it's such a short anime, you kind of can't like really just develop the characters as much as you would want them to, because there's some stuff that kind of goes on behind the scenes that kind of just, you know, get totally left out in the show, which kind of sucks. But it's still a very, very enjoyable anime. I think I liked it. I think I watched it all in one day. So yeah, it's a fun little show if you want to see like wacky psychological horror type stuff. It only does that for like the first half, and then it kind of just gets kind of, you know, wishy-washy. But yeah, I think Death Parade's a good piece to have in that area. Danganronpa the animation, it's fucking sucked. I know the game is really, really good. I did play it, so I saw, like, I can see like how it ends and everything. This show just kind of just cuts out all the stuff that you do in the game and just focuses on the class trials. And then whenever you get to like the second and third season, it's still fucking trash. I don't think any Danganronpa fan wants to talk about this show because of how bad it is. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a real shame. Could have been something great, but everyone saw like how popular Danganronpa wanted to be, like, let's make an anime out of it, even though it's only gonna be like 12 episodes. When you're trying to fit like a 40 or like to 100-hour game just in just like one season, it can't be done. So yeah, it's absolute garbage. Magical Girl Raising Project. I think this is a show you should watch with your friends if you want to get like the crazy magical girl vibe, just like them killing each other in like in a really, really gory or like terrifying way. This shit is it. Don't get fooled by all the cuteness and everything in there. It's really, really good. I would say you should watch it. Well, actually, you know what? I don't say it's great, but I think for like shows like these, you should definitely watch with your friends, because I don't know, watching like horror slasher type stuff is just more fun than watching it like on your own. So yeah. Dead Man Wonderland, I was not a fan. I think it could have been better. It's just, I've seen this show a lot around other things, and I've heard of it. And I guess like when I watched it, it was kind of just like meh. I think all the stuff that I heard from it, or like from what I saw around it, kind of just like died the hype down for me. I didn't really care for it. It was decent, but I don't think it's like good stuff. That makes sense. But yeah, I'll probably just put it there just to kind of just move on. Ghost Stories. Dude, this is both something you should watch with your friends. I think it's a definite watch though. The dub version, not the sub. Fuck that one. Watch the dub. Definitely watch it, but also definitely watch it with your friends, because it is the funniest shit you'll ever hear in my life. I'll just put like a little snippet of it here so you can kind of just see what I mean.
Think of a big black man chasing you! Well, he's not racist.
It's like, dude, it's just, oh my god. For the time that it happened, there will never be a dub as controversial as this show. It was like the South Park of anime at the time, because it was just so offensive. And that's my favorite type of comedy. It's just offensive shit, because it's just, oh my god, it's just so creative and just on the fly that you just like really, really enjoyed the jokes that they were trying to do. I would definitely say you should definitely watch it. It's a must watch for people. I don't think you're a true anime fan unless you've seen the Ghost Stories dub, at least part of it, because it's just so goddamn funny. Battle Game in 5 Seconds. Let's see. I think the show is alright. It kind of just felt like, you know, Hunger Games or Squid Games, but with like supernatural powers. I think it could have been better. Honestly, I feel like there's just a lot of stuff happens in the show that kind of just like fell off to the wayside. That kind of just got me bored of it really quickly. So yeah, I don't know like what the purpose was, but it could have been better. Platinum Man's a fucking travesty. I was looking forward to this show for a long time, and that like because the person who did Death Note made it, and when I saw it, I watched the whole thing, and I just thought this was such a waste of fucking time because the ending is just so bad. I thought it was just terrible. Oh my god, I think they really rushed it. I don't even think like rushing, like putting time and effort into it would have been worth it because of the ending, because I just did not like the ending. It is just terrible. So yeah, Platinum Man, it's a shame. It could have been great, but they kind of just ruined it. Okay, Madoka Magica, it's a definite watch. I don't think there's like much to be said about this. It's fucking Madoka Magica. Why would you not watch it? It's so fucking good. I like the show so much. I even have like the Blu-ray movie set like for all three of them. And I know they're making another movie. I think it's like the finale movie. But oh my god, it is just so freaking good. Definitely watch it, cause it is just wow. I don't think I've ever seen like such crazy stuff in one show. Like from what I thought, going into it blindly, I always thought it's like, this looks interesting. It's made by Studio Shaft too, which I really like their studio because they made the Monogatari series. So it was like already really cool. So I think it was like the perfect match made in heaven, like with that studio and then this type of story. Oh my god, it's perfect. I would watch it again in a heartbeat. My voice is cracked. Okay, Future Diary. Oh, this one's a must watch too. Man, dude, I really like this show. This was like everyone's first yandere awakenings for crazy girls. That's her name, Yuno Gasai Yuno, whatever the hell it is. She's just the perfect yandere, I think. She fucking kills, literally. And like, oh dude, I don't want to get into spoilers because it's just such a intense story. And like, you get to see the main character and her do their thing, and like the way they progress, like the killings that happen. It's so good. Plus in this show you get to see titties, so that's a plus. So yeah, just like Elfen Lied, you get to see titties. So yeah, it's a definitely good show. So yep. Dark Gathering. I think it was about average. I think it's I don't think there was like a lot of horror like that made me like really interested in it, because I think it's like just dealing with spirits and everything like that. From what I recall, I think I might be right. I might be thinking of something else, but I don't know. I don't think it was really that memorable to me. It was average. I don't like it's alright. Okay. Pet Shop of Horrors. This is good. I think I'll put this one in enjoyable. It's a 4-episode series, so you can watch it really quickly. But ooh, damn, dude. It's not for everyone, but it is a very creepy type of OVA series. Just like it's about a guy who like runs a pet shop and like selling mythical creatures. But there's like a big secret behind them. I won't get into spoilers, but yeah, it's a good show. I would definitely say I have a lot of these shows that kind of like out of the way from like the most common type shows, kind of like give you some ideas. But yeah, this is a good show. I think it's enjoyable. So, especially for how short it is. So, yeah, definitely. Corpse Party. Oh, God. Fucking the early 2000s. The people who watch Corpse Party, yeah, I'm putting it in fun to watch with friends. Because it's very, very gore central. It's a fun for a laugh. It's the type of gore that makes you laugh. But, oh my God, dude. In the early 2000s, everyone was so obsessed with Corpse Party. I think PewDiePie made it popular at the time. But, oh man, dude. It's just, no matter what I heard at that time in my life, it was like, Corpse Party's so good. And again, everyone was so obsessed with that one girl who had the cardigan sweater. Because they'd like cosplay as her, apparently. So, yeah, it's a fun thing you can watch with friends. Definitely like play the game too. You can play the game with your friends. I think that'd be more fun. Because then you can kind of just make your own story and have fun with it. So, yeah, I think it's a good place to put it. Lane, ooh, that's a must watch. It doesn't really pertain to the time period we're in now, but the early 2000s, where this is set in, it works perfectly. I think it's like one of the craziest types of stories that you'll ever get to see. That was like, it was perfect for its time. I think it's such a good show. Oh my God, dude. Definitely watch it. I don't want to get into spoilers or anything because it's like, it's an older show. I know a lot of people probably won't watch it because of how old it is, but I would definitely say like go out of your way to watch it because it's very, very memorable and you'll definitely appreciate it, I think. School Live, I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece. I think it's like something you can enjoy by yourself. It's enjoyable. It's, you know, it's kind of like the typical cute girls in a horror scene aspect kind of deal. I know it's like a pretty crazy ending, but I don't consider it to be like a definite watch or anything like that. Or I don't think it's like something you'd watch with friends, but I think it's like something you can just like enjoy on your own in your own time, so you can kind of just like build on it to see what's going on. So yeah, I think I'll put it there. But yeah. Made in Abyss, this is like one of my favorite animes. Made in Abyss, it's such a good show. I think it was the first show that ever made me cry because of how like terrifying it was. Well, actually I wouldn't say that. It was a very, very sad ending to the first season because dude, it's psychologically crazy, it's horrifying. It's probably like the most realistic thing to what you'd expect to have like two little kids go into a giant chasm with monsters everywhere, and they'd get fucking slaughtered if they did that. And it kind of just like goes into that point because man, it's just, there's so many good things to talk about that show. It is one of my top 5s for a reason, because the music is good, the characters are great, the animation's really, really good, and it really hits home to all the horror sides of things, the psychological aspects. I would definitely say this is a must-watch show. I think, you know, I'm just gonna put this like right here at the front because it is just such an iconic show, and it's just, oh, dude, I love it to death. It's one of my favorite shows. I have all the manga for it too, because I really want to just read ahead and see how it goes, and I'm loving it. I love it so far. So I definitely say watch it on your, like, whenever you can, or if you haven't watched it, because oh my god, it is impressive. Alright, High School of the Dead. I know everyone's gonna watch The Friends. It's just pure fucking fun zombie horror with a bunch of girls in their, you know, badongadonks jiggling around the whole fucking time, and that's what everyone fucking wants. Because I have a buddy. He runs a pachinko business, and one of his pachinko machines is a High School of the Dead one, which I helped him operate at the conventions. And when the lights like go off on everything like that, it's becomes so fun to see. Maybe I'll put a clip of it, just kind of give him some advertising here. But dude, it's so great. I would definitely say you should watch it. It's funny to watch with your friends just because of how ridiculous it is. But it's funny. It's a funny show. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Paranoia Agent. Ooh, this is an oldie, but it's also a goodie. I liked it. I think it kind of just like, I think if you want to see a show that's like what's the real world and what's not, and you kind of just like have to go with the flow to see like what happens in the end, then I definitely say watch this show. I don't think it's like the type of show for me personally, but I think I'd consider it enjoyable. I would definitely say like if that's your type of show, then well actually, you know what, I'll put in the definitely watch. I think it's kind of like got an interesting premise to it, because there's a lot of stuff that happens. I won't get into it, but you know what I mean. It's the kind of show where it's kind of like it messes with your mind, which is kind of neat. Wandering Witch. There's like not that many horror things you see, but like when the horror like stuff happens, it does happen. I think it's enjoyable. I liked it a lot. I don't think it's like a must watch or a definitely watch or anything like that, but I think whenever like it kind of hits home, like you're just like traveling alone and you don't know what the hell's out there, and then whenever you get to that like certain areas, you have to just like decide whether or not you're gonna help these people or you're just gonna leave them to die, which is kind of insane because some of the stuff that was in this show is pretty weird, and I thought it was like really interesting. It's a great show. I like it. I think it kind of just like flew under the radar for a bunch of people, but yeah, I definitely say watch it. Oshinoko. Ooh. It's very psychological. This is a definitely watch. I really like it. I think the second season just finished from when I'm recording this. Cause, oh dude, when like now that Ruby's like getting into the mix of things, it's gonna be really good. I know like the manga's kind of being weird right now, but to think that this is the same person who made Love is War also made this is just like, it's such a good show. It's just, I think it more focuses on like the stuff that's in the entertainment industry that you don't really get to see, because there's a lot of horrifying stuff that happens in the entertainment industry, which, you know, has been brought to light by a bunch of people recently. But yeah, I think this is a good show. You should definitely watch it. School Days. It's fun to watch with your friends. More so the game than the show, because in the game you can kind of just, like I said, you just make your own story. It's basically the same dilemma with the fucking where is it, Corpse Party, but the game is like fully animated and everything, so everything's like voice recorded. It's all animated like an anime, and you have like every single type of ending you can get, and it's such a stupid but fun game. Me and my friend, we played it recently, and I got the uncensored version. So keep that in mind. There is an uncensored version that you can play, but oh my god, it's pretty gruesome. It's pretty brutal too, just like from what you get to see. But I don't think it's such a timeless classic. You can't like ignore it. So I would definitely say School Days is something. Maybe like it's enjoyable for yourself, but if you like feeling crazy, you want to do it, like play with your friends, then do that, I guess. Or watch it. That's fine too. I think it's a funny little watch to see. Okay, Tokyo Ghoul. Every Hot Topics crazed fucking phase. I guess. it was enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's a definitely watch. I know it's controversial. Everyone loves, Kaneki because he's such a brooding bad boy. He's got like all this shit that's happened to him. He's got the white hair, the mask, and everything. Every emo kid went to Hot Topic just to get shirts of this kid. But it's all right. Like, you can watch it, sure. I wouldn't say it's a definite watch, but it has its moments. It's pretty gruesome. I think all the gruesome just like happened in the first season. That was about it. So yeah. Psycho-Pass. That's such a good show. Have you ever seen like the movie Judge Dredd or anything like that? It's kind of like this. Basically, these cops there's like a system involved in the world, and it determines if someone's a criminal or not based on like what their psych levels are. And if it's determined that way, then these people come in and just like enforce the law that was granted from the system. So a machine is determining who's a criminal and who's not, which is insane. And it's very, very interesting to see how things go in the show, because it is, it's so good. It is so good. It's less horror, more like traumatic thriller, psychological stuff, but I would definitely say it's a must watch. And then Parasite. Ooh, this is a good one. Parasite. Everyone loves Parasite. It's a good show. I'll give them that. I think there's too much of a story that goes involved in this show that's more like, not something you'd really watch with your friends. So I guess I'll put in a definite watch. I think that's fair to say, because it's an interesting series to see like how things progress, like with the character and the alien creature that they have, because it gets pretty brutal. It's like really slasher vibes you get to see, but yeah, like I said, there's more of a story here than it would be for like some of these other shows like School Days or Another, like stuff you watch with your friends. But it's definitely like something you can appreciate as time goes on. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, I think. I know I'm probably missing a few like that are more common nowadays that I think people would probably get mad at me for not putting in this list. But I think this is like a good kind of gauge point to see like where things are from like a spaced out, something for everyone type of deal. When you want to like go through other shows, you can. But I think this is decent. I think it's very, very fun, especially with this time of year with Halloween coming up around the corner. So if you want to like get together with your friends, or you just want to like hang around in your own room, watch some kind of crazy anime that's got like a bunch of weird like adult themes to it, where you can like R rating to it, then this is probably like a good starting point for you, I think. If you're not really well versed in all this kind of stuff, because I know a lot of horror anime can kind of just go under the rug because there's not that much of it, or like for psychological stuff. But yeah, I think this was a good list to do. And if you want to see me do other types of genres, then I'll definitely do some of those too, depending on like what people think about this video. But yeah, I definitely say give these shows a watch whenever you can, because they are very, very good for what they are. And it's like stuff you can just show with other people to kind of just bring your own friend group together. Like Another. Very, very funny show. Just watch it. It's so fucking funny. But yeah, thanks y'all for watching. If you like this stuff, sure leave a like, comment, subscribe. Leave some ideas for what other tier lists you want me to try. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. See ya.